Incoming drop. A drop pod lands near the fire team as it opened up, revealing a weapons cache. It opens to reveal prototype railgun. Caboose. Ooh, big gun. Then the Master Sergeant grabbed it before any Yahoo. Jaune. I requisition this caboose. It's mine. Lopez. An experimental weapon? Speaking in Spanish. Jaune. No better time to use it. He aimed and fired, sending a magnetized round through the hardest bone plating on a Goliath. Tucker. Holy crap, do it again. Jaune then pulls out a round and reloads one shot. Griff. Just one shot? Bullshit. Simmons. That's basically a cannon, idiot. It's compensation. Lopez. It's a railgun, you idiots. It fires magnetically accelerated slugs. Firing one round is to compensate for the energy charge and release. Jaune. Don't bother, Lopez. This company are a pack of crazies. Lopez. Understood, sir. I see you're one of the competent ones here. Jaune. Thanks, soldier. Tucker. What are they talking about? Wash. Nothing you want to know. Then more grim keep coming out of the woodwork. Tucker. What the fuck? We've been at this for hours. Wash. Stop complaining and start shooting, Private. He opened fire with his battle rifle. Static. Jaune. Spirit of Fire actual. We are in need of more reinforcement. And we need more ammo. Cutter. Understood, Sergeant. Deploying now. Mark a location and clear the area. He threw a beacon and... Oops, sorry, wrong universe. Additional support arrived in the form of more ODSTs and a couple of Spartans. Cal, 141. Buck. Jaune, Buck? What are you doing here? Buck, I recalled you calling me an ODST, so I decided to get back to basics. Jaune. What about ONI? Buck. What about ONI? As far as I'm concerned, we both are a part of their shit list. Jaune. Reinforced blue team. They're getting overrun. Hey Cal, not to be rude, but is it a bit much to be sending 2 Spartans for this? Cal. Captain Cutter discovered more hordes of Grim incoming and sent the appropriate force. Jaune. Are you sure you still want to babysit us baby ODSTs? Cal. Well, if you're due inclined to act like one. Jaune. Ha. Ha. If jokes can be used as ammunition, you're an entire cache. A couple of pelicans flies by and drops a warthog and a scorpion. Sarge. Ha. I call shotgun. Simmons. I call dibs on the big gun. Griff. I call dibs on the big gun. Simmons and Griff. HEY. Sarge. There's no time for that, you idiots. Griff, you drive. Simmons sucks at driving and you suck at shooting. Simmons. HA. Griff. Sigh. Caboose. I'll drive the tank. Tucker. I don't think that's a good idea. Tex. He's already gone. They look to Caboose, who is already in the tank firing on the Grim, as Red Team follows suit with the Warthog with a faulty experimental rail cannon that shorts out the vehicle per shot. Buck, quite the team you got there. Jaune, they have personality. Then they heard an explosion as they looked in that direction. Church was laying down on the ground as he jumped for cover as a tank round went past him, missing by a few inches, blowing up a Berinjal that was trying to get him. Tucker. Caboose. You team killing fucked. Church, I'm alright. He missed me by that much. Carolina. Check fire. Friendlies are coming from to reinforce you. Caboose. Okay. Sheila just had an error. Tucker. Sheila? You got a girl in there? Church. I think he's talking about the tank's computer systems. Buck. Well, time to get to work. As he charges the fronts as some of the ODSTs followed his lead. Cal. On you, Sergeant. Jaune. I think you have a higher rank. Why are you even listening to me? Cal. The captain named you field commander, so your orders? Jaune. Wipe out the Grim and make a clearing for more of our people to come in. Cal. Yes, sir. She then moves out with her gravity hammer. He then takes charge of the entire company as they clear out the enemy. Meanwhile, aboard the Spirit of Fire. Brig. RWBY. Man, they are really doing it. Yang. Facing them without aura is nuts. Leon. They all have faced impossible odds. If you think these little pests are going to make things difficult, then you really are living in a bubble. Weiss. Why is Jaune fighting without that suit of his? Marrow. He said he didn't want to rely on it too much. Being an ODST is more important to him than some fancy tech. Vine. Humbleness goes a long way. Then 2 more ODSTs came in as they were relieved. ODST 1. All remnant recruits are to join the company. We'll take care of this, sir. Marrow and Vine looked at each other and nods as they rush for the drop pod bay. Ironwood. You're sending fresh recruits in? ODST 2. We are the new recruits. They need more combat experience, the captain said. The Spirit of Fire sent in another wave of drop pods to reinforce. Jaune and Red Team was able to set up a command post with the Warthog being a stationary turret. Jaune. We need to make a push in this sector. Once it is clear, we have to fortify it for the construction teams to build the wall. Then more drop pods lands nearby, as they all come to Jaune reporting. The 3 ODSTs were privates, Elm, Marrow, Vine, and another medic, Dr. Gray, who sounds like Blake, same VA. Marrow. Your orders? Jaune. Local units reinforce the front lines. If they're wounded, bring them here. I'll have medical officers Dufresne and Gray tend to them. They all nod and got to work. It took them 3 days to completely wipe out the entire outskirts once everything was clear. Then approval to expand was confirmed, and Vale was growing to be a better version of itself.